Hi, this is Jay, and today we're going to play some Subnautica. So I just recently got into this game, so we're going to start up now. We'll put on survival. Yeah. Okay, I had a previous save where I had the Cyclops and everything, but it didn't take too long to get to that. So I'll just start it up again and do it all over again. I don't mind too much. So basically the premise of the game is your spaceship was meant to be terraforming the planet, but it got hit by a beam of light and it's caused damage to the ship and caused your ship to crash, and yours was the only escape pod to make it out, I think it was. So once it's loaded up, I'll show you the world and we'll have a run for it. At the moment it's in very early access, so expect bugs and not too much to do. You'll get a good few hours out of it at the moment, probably a good 5-6 hours. I built up the Cyclops, which was the main submarine at the moment, and the Seamoth. It took me probably about 3 to 4 hours, probably a little less. There's a lot of work to getting everything, so let's just skip that. We want to get straight into the game. Okay, so we're on a crash ship here, so it's taking a bit. There we go, she started up. So what you've got here is a fabricator which lets you build a lot of your stuff. The pod itself has a lifespan of whenever these power cells run out, but you can get new power cells. So at the moment we have in storage. Okay, so yeah, the problem is with the storage is each time you start up a game it's just random whatever the hell it is. I have a builder this time, which I didn't have last time, a compass and a knife. The developer, it's only in early development, so I just got to make sure it being random just isn't helpful for when you try to do it, because you're just getting random crap every time you start up. So if you wanted to, you could just keep re-rolling and playing the game all over again to see if you get the best one. But normally you won't have that compass marker, because as I said, whatever you get in that storage container at the start is absolutely random. So you might get a compass, you might get a knife, you might not get any of that. You could get some better stuff. It's completely random whatever goes in there. Because that builder, I think, the builder itself requires quite a few resources to build. Which, don't get me wrong, it's good for building submarine modules, so this might actually be a better save for me building up, but so yeah, I don't know, it's telling me to catch that, but I'm not going to catch it. Right, and I want to get a few of these mushrooms. You can eat the mushrooms, but one of the main uses of them is batteries. They're worth a small amount of food. Salt is definitely worth getting, because salt is the main thing you will use for cooking the fish with. So, and I think it's used for magnesium as well. So if you see salt, definitely grab it. And at the start, actually all through the game, titanium is quite important. Quartz is very important as well for building batteries and power cells, which power cells are used to construct most things. So, and copper is quite important at the start. You need a few bits of copper to build stuff. Okay, so that's the surface. Okay, so we've got a few raw resources there. The scrap metal's the best way to get titanium. So when you get back to the escape pod, you can just use that to break down you can break it down into titanium. It gives 3 pieces per scrap metal. Right, so let's go to the fabricator. As you can see, just click on that and it makes it into a block of titanium. Right. So I'll need some glass now. And then I can use that to build excuse me, use that to build equipment, so I can build an oxygen tank with that. That'll give me another 30 seconds underwater. As you can see, my O2's gone up to 70. Now we've got food, so I'll put them on there. You need salt to cook that. See, pepper and salt. Pepper, sorry. Okay, and I want silicone next. Which I will then use to make fins. Okay, so with that, I can now go faster. I can eat my food now. To eat the food, you just press left mouse button. There you go. You can also eat the acid mushrooms, which give 2 food each turn. And you also need water, but food gives you some water. There we go. So these things are... You only ever need to take one of these. It just tells you to make a seamoth. So that's all you need for that. We'll put that in the fragment analyzer in a bit, and then we'll use that to build the seamoth, which is the small submarine, which you use for a lot of your exploring. And then the other submarine you build is called the Cyclops, which is the bigger submarine, which you can dock the little submarine up to. It's a pretty cool submarine, to be honest. It's just a bit of a ball ache to build it. It'll take a good 2 to 3 hours to build, but it's okay. I think you can put stuff in it, so it's pretty good submarine. Right, where is? I want to try and get a bit of salt, because see these big guys, they admit that. Try not to go through that. Okay, let's surface and then back down. Really should surface longer there. Now let's hit that and get some copper. Sweet. Excellent. So I've got... Oh crap. Wow, I was lucky not to die there. I didn't realise... Yeah, that stuff's definitely very dangerous to go through. So, it's taken a lot of my food deposit. It's fine, I can find a lot of salt and then use that to cook in a bit. Okay, I didn't realise it was that bad. That's the problem, sometimes you get a bit tunnel visionly and don't look at your status. Right. Okay. I've got a few resources now. How am I doing on? Okay, it's more titanium. Sweet, hit surface for a little bit. Okay, and then we go back under. Right. Break that down, get some more copper. There's a certain other fish I want to get. There he is. The air sac fish, very handy fish. You can make these into food, but they're not very good for food. They are much better for making into filtered water. So your hydration, you can fill that stat up. Okay. And the peeper is much better for food. You can't really use it for bottled water, so... Okay, boomerangs are used mainly for food as well, which is the other type of fish. There we go, quartz. I need to surface. Okay, so we'll head back into this. And fabricator. So with this we can make water. I think I've got enough for 2 bottles of water. And then cooked peeper. I think I've got 2 of those, so eat quite a bit of food. I need some salt to cook. You can actually eat it raw, but you lose hydration. So let's eat those two. That gives me cell hydration. Yeah, if I eat that raw, I get 12 food, but I lose 8 hydration. Okay, so next we want to use the fragment analyzer. So this will give me the blueprint for the Seamoth. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'll get back to looking around for resources. Okay, some quartz, excellent. Very good resource, very important. Lots of quartz. Yeah, if you see quartz, you definitely want to pick up as much as you can of it. Sweet, some more salt. Salt and quartz, quite important. Used in a lot of stuff that you'll be building. It should be switching to night time soon. My inventory's full. Bolts because I didn't get rid of that scrap metal. Okay, so we'll head back now. Okay. So back in we go. So I can cook that out of a boomerang. And then so the main thing I want to build now is Seamoth. I've got the blueprint going. Okay, I need 2 batteries. And then what I'll need for that is power cell, which needs silicone. Yeah, they require quite a few resources to build a power cell. Okay, and then once you have the power cell, the fabricator builds everything basically. You'll want it to build. So I need 1 titanium ingot. So that's 10 titanium. And then with that, I now have the constructor. So the problem with the constructor I found at the moment is the sound is a bit annoying on it. It's very loud. So what I'll do is I'll dump it over here. Okay. Yeah, we're on the surface. Do you want to? There we go. Okay, so that's deployed. Okay, so you can jump on that. And you can see the flow current which I've got going at the moment. I've got the titanium, I get the glass, but I need power cell as well, so to build a Seamoth you need a shitload of quartz. And then you've got Cyclops, which is even more resources, so it's 5 class 6, class steel ingots, 9 emerald glass, and the advanced wiring kit, which are a lot of materials, but it's not too bad once you get the racking my brain. Once you get the Seamoth anyway, because it's easier to get supplies with that. You can go deeper faster. Okay, so what we want then is a shitload of quartz. Excellent. Bottles of water. Okay, get the boomerang as well. Just keep. Especially a good idea to get as many fish as you can. Food is an excellent thing to get. Same with salt. Some more scrap metal. How am I doing? Yeah, the inventory space isn't. They aren't too harsh on the inventory space, so it's not bad. Oh crap! I always need to start paying attention to my oxygen. Right, so that's surface.
Emergency. 10 seconds of
Okay,
oxygen
there we go. It's
remaining.
fine. Didn't die, so it's fine. Let's get this salt. Sweet. There's some more salt there. Right, one more salt deposit. Alright, there's another peeper. Let's It's going to run away. So, more scrap metal. I don't think I've got space for it. I might have. Yeah, I've got space for it. Check that some more. I'm going to need more copper as well. That's titanium. Yeah, sometimes those chunks are also titanium. Only one piece though. Okay, so now that the fragment's been analysed, as you can see, I've unlocked the Seymour fragment. Right, so it's quartz. And, yeah, my inventory's full. Okay, so we'll head back now. The development on this game seems to be going quite well. It's going quite fast. It's quite a polished alpha demo, really. Well, I should say alpha. It looks pretty good. There's a couple of bugs, but early access has come to be expected. It's to be expected, to be honest, in an early access title. But overall, the game is very good and plays very well, and it's quite a fun game. And they're quite quick at releasing updates, so definitely worth having a look at. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe.